I insist we don't face this ever again. Hi, I'm Dr. Lisa Ann Homick from Homick Advanced Chiropractic, and this is Brain Snob episode number 82. We need your full participation in the world. You cannot do that with an impaired brain. We have to start at the top, brain first, and that's what I'm going to do today in this video. We are in the middle of a pandemic. If you look at the date at the bottom of this video, we are in the throes of it. About a month has gone by when everything was shut down, closed down. Schools are no longer functioning. Everybody's studying at home. So I don't want to talk about the history of viruses and what happens with a virus. I want to talk about how did we get here? Because the perfect storm had been brewing for decades. And now is the time where the wake-up call is here. And I don't want to see this ever to happen again in a society where you have freedom to make your own decisions. You have freedom of information. Gosh, I hope. I really do hope. We're talking about how to make your life virus-proof by washing everything down and then staying home. The people out there that are talking about this are admitting maybe it's not the best idea at this point. I'm not here to debate that, but I am here to help people not get caught off guard again. Because we've got this minuscule non-living substance called a virus that has changed our lives. And the viruses are everywhere. There's viruses in our DNA. We've got to figure this out and make peace with it because they're just a part of our world. Unfortunately, I do believe our modern lifestyle, our modern approaches to health created this problem because it taught us to tolerate poor health. Poor health is the new norm. You know it. Why are we talking about not having energy day after day after day? That's the number one problem. We have to focus on different ways of addressing it, but a lot of the things we do focus on aren't that efficient. And so we've got to backtrack and realize that. And I really feel our modern lifestyle isn't going to create the solution. I'm of the faction where we have to go hands-on and low-tech. And if you watched my other videos, I explain what hands-on, low-tech means. But we've got ourselves in the middle of the climax of the perfect storm. We have been just overwhelmed with food lies, health lies, scientific fraud, corporate lies, legalized poisons, and I'm not going to go into all of them specifically, but we've also got the pollution problem, molds and heavy metals, and a lot of illegal policies that as a little person here living in society, it's kind of hard to fight right now. And I'm not running for office. I pray for the people who do run for office because we need some common sense. We need to reverse this path we're on. And finally, there is such a huge financial incentive to promote an ineffective healthcare system. That's the secret everybody's talking about in the back rooms, behind the curtains. We know everything is ineffective. As a developed nation, we are bottom in the list of health. Our health is crap compared to other first world nations. So now, who do you listen to? It's very demoralizing. But I'm here because I insist on reversing that. I insist on fighting this mindset that all is lost. All is lost, and you have to rely on just last-minute interventions to save your life. And sometimes these last-minute interventions are not going to save your life because your tissue resilience is so lousy. You're beyond the point of return. And we're discovering this with the chronically ill people who are beyond the point of return. There are things we can do. And everybody was caught off guard, and we cannot let this happen again. So we've got all these failures that we are facing. You personally need to decide how you are going to stand apart from these failures. You can't go along with it. I can't go along with it. We have to stand up and say, I'm going to take the measures I really need to take to protect my health. I want the tissue resiliency. I want my cells to be functioning like normal cells. And I want to know my brain is effective. Remember, it starts at the brain. It starts at the top, your master system, your brain and spinal cord. You have to look at health from this proactive point of view. You don't want to be caught off guard anymore. And you may have to stand alone because you may not be in the majority of these old, outdated opinions. And you're allowed to have your opinion. I've got my SOS. I have my severe opinion syndrome. And that enough is enough. I don't want to be a part of everybody else's failures. That means doing things on your own, thinking for yourself, and doing things that really matter for your health. We are tolerating poor health. That's the main thing we got to stop doing. Don't tolerate. Don't accept it. Aging. It's not about aging. That's a great topic for a next video. So while you're standing alone, and I always say you've got to decide what side of stubborn you're going to stand on, but you can stand with the BFA group, the Brain First Always. You've got a support system here. You've got people who are understanding, who agree with you, who will listen to you. And that's what I offer at my chiropractic office, where I combine chiropractic with the BFA protocol in order to give you the best quality of life that you can get on your own. Hands-on, low-tech, it's within your reach, it's within your abilities. It really is. And some people don't believe that. And that's the first problem I have to tackle, is this lack of belief in self, your self-healing. You've got the innate power. You've got the innate intelligence. But if you don't give it a chance, then you're struggling. I want to end on a happy note, and we have to balance. We have to balance the good with the bad, and we have to understand the facts and decide how to move forward. And I want you to take that good step forward. I want you to make that life-changing step forward, because it's only going to come from yourself. Unfortunately, it's going to come from your own thinking, your own self-confidence, and I want you to be confident. So please continue watching the videos about Brain First and why it's so valuable. Give me a call and make an appointment if you live nearby, because I can't adjust you through the video, but you certainly can get educated and you can understand how to support yourself. It's only going to come from yourself and with the other people who share the same sentiments. So please become that positive ripple effect in the world. Thanks for watching.